batter. Petty, petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rat-a-tattle. Hey, what's up?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. Start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Reese. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 8. To throw is Watson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time he is in.
Yes.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Watson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
From the 44, Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, the ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Hancock steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jermaine Johnson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw. Hancock, he finds his man, complete. That's Webb. He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Looking to throw. Hancock. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd and 2. Hancock, he finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Hancock. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
To throw again, Hancock. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And some room to work. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And we'll
We'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, they'll run it here. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear, because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Hancock. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hancock. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A first down carry for Barkley. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break. Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
But I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. We have to run a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Throwing on first down. Hancock, he finds his man, complete. That's Webb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the play fake. Hancock. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw on second down. Hancock, he finds his man, complete. It's Webb.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Hancock. And he He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Looking to throw on second down. Hancock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And he's got room. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson, off play action. Slide, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 1st down, Hancock. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Hancock to the right side, and he's got more, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To throw on 2nd down. Hancock. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 16. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Webb. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. first down, it's Watson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Complete to Likely.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Off-play action. Hancock. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
And some room to maneuver.